What is up, everyone? Welcome to the Being Beautifully Honest channel and podcast. And if you have not subscribed yet, please do go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And if you're listening to this / watching this on YouTube, please just go ahead and hit that like button. It's like walking into the room without turning on a light switch. We just want to go ahead and brighten up the place. And let's get into this podversation. This is a little bit controversial, but most topics in life are. So honestly, I'm just going to share the story, share my thoughts on it, and I'm not here to disparage anyone in this situation because it is a very touchy subject and I don't understand it. It's not my life and I've never experienced it, so I don't know what it's like to have a child that is saying that, yeah, I know I was born a male, but I believe I'm supposed to be a female, and how you're supposed to respond to that. I don't know. So I'm not here to judge it, but I'm just here to talk about the story. And I've discussed Dwayne Wade's ex-wife in the past because I don't care what anyone has to say about his ex-wife. I do believe that she got a raw deal in court many years ago when it comes to the way she was treated, because she was up against a titan who has so much access and money and fame that he pretty much had the right to do whatever he wanted to do because money trumps emotions when it comes to the legal system, period. So this man who was married to Siohvaughn Funches for the years that they were married, they were together years before they got married, and it is alleged that he was in a relationship with Gabrielleunion while he was still married to Siohvaughn, okay? Again, it's alleged. I'm not here to say it's absolute fact. Do I believe it? In my opinion, I believe that it is true. I do. But we know it's been hot topics for several years now about formerly Siohvaughn Wade, Dwayne Wade's and Siohvaughn Funches' used to be son, but he's been declared a female now. It's a very touchy subject again. But I had my thoughts on it, I had my thoughts on the whole situation, of course, my opinions and things like that. But when I talked about things publicly, I really felt a certain way about the way things were being displayed in the media. And this child, because this is a child. At the end of it all, it is a child that I felt was getting so much exposure to the point where you're going to have the people who are going to be naysayers or trolls and not agree with it or believe in it or whatever. And you're allowing your child to be exposed on social media in such a way where, because there was so much negativity being sent the child's way, you had to disable the comments. I'm not here to say that the comments that people choose to make on social media that are disgusting, rude, and all of those other things, hateful and whatever, should even be allowed. But maybe that's a sign that you should pull back and not allow your child to be exposed as much as they are. Because as much as they want to say, well, we're an advocate for the LGBTQ community and we want to show support, and there are other children that are going through this, which I believe that they are. But I would say that those who are going through that, they don't get this type of exposure, and not just the exposure, because of the child being the child of a celebrity, Dwayne Wade, that also comes with a lot of money, okay? That comes with deals, brand deals, companies that want to work with them to promote their products, because we live in an extremely capitalist society. So it all boils down to money. So this story is actually coming from the Sandra Rose blog, and it states in a new court filing, Funches claims their child is being pressured financially to be a spokesperson for transgender youth in an ad campaign or in ad campaigns and upcoming Disney program. Zaya, who was born a boy named Dwayne Wade, was recently hired as a spokesperson for Tiffany & Company jewelry and appeared in an ad campaign wearing a lace front wig, makeup, and a dress. According to legal documents obtained by The Blast, Funches filed an objection to Wade's petition for recognition of Zaya's name change and gender change in a new birth certificate. In the application for a new birth certificate, Zaya is asking to be legally identified as a female. But Zaya is only 15 years old and must get an adult to sign off on the legal document. Wade is the child's father and Gabrielle is the child's stepmother. And they signed off on the document. However, Funches claims he has done so to financially exploit Zayawade. Funches says her ex-husband is attempting to circumvent the requirements of the Illinois Final Custody Order judgment entered on March 14th, 2011. The former couple's final custody order provides for parental consultation and that Wade shall discuss with and obtain input in the major decisions affecting care, welfare, activities, health, education, and religious upbringing of their two children prior to any major decisions being made. Celebrity attorney Mark Gross, who represents Funches, said Wade is positioned to profit from the minor child's name and gender change with various companies through contacts and marketing opportunities, including but not limited to deals with Disney. And this is what I was fearing would happen, and not saying I was fearing that the mother would eventually come out and say, stop the madness, but I was fearing that the attention that they were allowing this child to have was for financial gain and benefit. Period. That's my opinion. You can let me know yours in the comment section, but I actually am glad to hear that she's stepping up and we're hearing something at least, because for so many years we haven't heard anything. And when we heard the news that Dwayne Wade said that he was filing for the child to be declared a female and that he had full sole right to do so, that's actually, what he said. I felt as a mother and as a woman offended by that, because even though the courts may have given him full legal custody, I don't think that they said that the mother has no right and no say so and no opportunity to have input and to challenge things if she did not agree with it, because it should be mutually agreed upon, because I don't give a damn if he is the father that has sole legal custody because the courts granted it to him, because let's face it, it was because of who he is, the fame he has, the money he has, and the opportunities he had to hire better legal counsel. And as a former legal assistant myself, I know that a lot of things that happen in the legal system are not fair. And even if you were not in the legal field before, you know that that's the truth. But I know that a lot of these attorneys are friends with the judges. Okay, it's a lot of bias that happens. I don't care what anyone says about justice and being fair and all that other stuff. It's bullcrap. And I do believe that he got the better opportunity because of him having the money and the status, and he treated his ex-wife like crap. He pretty much tossed her to the garbage, in my opinion. And so when he came out and made that statement about, well, look, this is what it is and I have the full right to do so, it made it seem as if the child's mother didn't exist anymore. And I was extremely offended by that. So I'm actually glad to hear that she is standing up. She has legal counsel that is representing her, and now this is, happening. So we will get updates, I guess, as this goes along, but you guys let me know your thoughts about this. Let me know. Are you happy to hear Siohvaughn making it known that she is here, one, and two, she does not agree with everything that has been going on. She also believes that he and Gabrielle, the child's stepmother, is using this child for financial gain. I'm not saying that they made the child do it so that they can have financial gain, but I am saying that I do believe they're exploiting the child, and that's actually what she's saying as well. So guys, again, I am just sharing my thoughts and opinions on this. I'm not saying that I'm right. I just believe I'm right. Okay. And it's just my thoughts, views, and opinions on this matter. So you feel free to share yours in the comment section. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing. And until the next time, this is Beth, and I'm just being beautifully honest.